Good morning, everyone. I just want you to see how beautiful this looks. Look at that. Yeah. Just beautiful. As is honey. Right. Let's get the time. Hey ho, hey ho. It's 9:13 and it's Friday today. And it's the morning after the day before. Yeah. I don't know if my previous little video will be up yet. But then again, I'm in control of that, so you hear it. Often when I say that and I play it back, you can't actually hear anything. Now you can hear it. It's raining. Just started. Could be Truman rain. Yeah, so yesterday I went to the doctors to have my spirometer or whatever it is, breathing thing, and was diagnosed with COPD, and my lung score was 86 years old. And it was strange really, because I also had other symptoms. I didn't even know there were any other symptoms, such as confused, sometimes swollen ankles, sometimes well, just other symptoms. And you know, you're kind of very aware of what's going on, if you see what I mean. It's like there's two very distinct sides to you. There's the robotic part that goes into the whole kind of drama queen kind of thing, and then there's the kind of other side of you that is aware that your other bit is almost playing this role. It's quite bizarre. And I did have a little, you know, kind of get a bit upset. Oh, look at that mud. It's beautiful, so soft. But the thing is, you see, I realised that I trust God. Seriously. And I know that God, no matter how difficult sometimes the pathway that God leads me down or guides me towards is difficult, and sometimes not very inviting, I actually trust God. And when I did the video, what would you do? I said it was a kind of general thing, really, trying to make people understand and see, almost as a metaphor, that you know, it could be that there's only 10 years of this planet left, because our environment is not good for us. I didn't think that when I went to the doctors and had all these tests and whatever else I've had done, that they would possibly say that to me. The thing is, it's not 10 years, it's more like 2 years, if I listen to them. Yep. But do you know what happened? I just feel a tremendous relief and release almost. And Mustafa and I were talking last night. Bless his cotton socks, honestly. We were talking last night, and I'm not going to get into the maudlin, the crying, the all of that. No, I don't want us to go there necessarily. Well, not right now, because that means you're buying into it and believing it. And on one level, one part of me actually does. But it's. We were talking, and I said to my staff, I said, you know, since I went this morning, I've had all this time to think. I kind of shook myself away. I like to be as aware as possible of the dialogues that I'm having with myself, and sometimes other people can come and you can get caught up in the oh dears and the whys and the wherefores and all the rest of it, and you get bogged down in the unimportant, if you understand what I mean. But I said to my staff, what's quite amazing is how I just feel as though I am being carried in God's hands. Not that I see that God has hands, if you know what I mean, but maybe no one knows what I mean unless you actually experience this. But I almost feel like every bit of pressure has gone. You know, all of the need to move to the seaside, my never ceasing dream of setting up a retreat and all of this. It's almost like every bit of pressure has gone, and God is just saying, there's nothing for you to worry about anymore. You're wrapped in my love. So now just go and enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoy it. And I actually feel free. I feel this real sense of freedom and connection, and you know, I watch the leaves fall, and to me they're not falling, it's not death. It's, you know, the worms come along and they pull the leaves under the ground and they transform it into another layer of earth. Do you know what I mean? I feel so connected with everything. So connected, and I want to try and do these videos as honestly as I can. You know, I want to be able to say right now, oh, I don't believe it at all, and you know, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and everything else. But I mean, this is fairly recent news to me, so it's trying to get the balance between those two different halves. But the feeling of just relief is just unbelievable. I just feel wrapped in God's love, and I'm excited by the journey that I'm on. And there's part of me, the other side, which is kind of, okay, well, you know, that age is 86. And when I said the next time I come, it'll be less than 86, the nurse says that doesn't happen. You know, and I thought to myself, well, I love a challenge, I really do. And I can commit to a challenge. And I shall do what I can, but it's almost like even that doesn't matter anymore. It's like this peace has come over me. I can just be. And Mustafa and I let the train go by. Mustafa and I, last night, I said to him, you know, we need to get all of the practical stuff, all of the horrible stuff, the stuff we don't really want to talk about, out of the way, so that then we can just live. Do you know what I mean? And it was really good we laughed and we joked about everything. And I spoke to my children about what I intended to do, which is basically just transfer anything that's in my name to Mustaph's name. Yeah. I don't want anything messy. Do you know what I mean? Because the nurse did say to me yesterday about an end of life plan. They've got these plans for everything, haven't they? You only have to watch TV. If you're over 50, they've got bloody all kinds of plans that you need to do. And you know, somewhere along the line, I kind of thought that that was a con, you know. But I think they know that most people now, by the age of 50, have succumbed to one of their kind of techniques of poisoning. Yeah. I feel so peaceful. I don't think I've ever felt this peaceful before. It's a lovely way to feel. Yeah, bless Mustafa. I think he's probably the loveliest human being I've ever met in my life. I mean that sincerely. He's kind, he's considerate, he helps everybody. Everybody likes him. You know, he's such a lovely guy. Poor guy. I mean, I'm already 20 years older than him. Well, 18. And this has just added another 30, if you agree with what they say. So the poor bloke, you know, he's gone from having a partner 18 years older than him to one that's nearly 50 years older than him. But like I say, I love a challenge. Yeah, so this strange, surreal feeling, and this, it's almost like, you know, I used to say in the orgasmic videos that it's almost as if you want it to stop and you can get off. The thing is, it feels like it's stopped in one sense, but I don't want to get off. I can just really, really enjoy it. Yeah. Anyway, look at these berries everywhere. My strategy is going to be, first of all, writing myself an NLP script, and I shall record that and then play it to myself through headphones, and that will all be about health and my lungs expanding, and, you know, breathing. I'm healthy breathing. I'm going to do a lot more barefoot walking. I would love to get my chest in some mud. I don't know what would happen if I did it here, although there's not that many people around. But yes, I would love to just be able to get my chest in the mud. Mustafa is going to clear a paving slab in my garden, so that it's just mud there, and I can go and sit in the garden and just put my feet into the earth, which is lovely. I'm considering going back onto the raw food, and I want to start doing as much exercise and walking as I can. Because, you know, I would be kind of very silly if I didn't try to do something. You know, I'm not going to suddenly start ordering pizzas and buy a mobility scooter. And, you know, no, I'm not going down that route. Nope, nope, nope. So, everything seems different today. Everything seems more marvellous, and everything seems like it's vibrating and I can feel it. And look at those. I love them. I just feel totally part of everything. It's wonderful. Like it, all the rest of it doesn't really matter. And I guess that would have been what my escape to Wales would have been, is that nothing else really mattered. And I could just breathe and whatever, you know. And it's also weird because I've been thinking of things as well. Do you know what I mean? Just thinking of things, the things that I have, and realising that they were just toys, really, of no real importance. Just something to keep me amused for a little while. Anyway, I think I'm going to go. Yeah, I'm going to go do a bit of deep breathing and go home to my stuff. It's his day off today, so we've got some nice time together, which is lovely. And my volcano vaporizer should arrive today, which is really good. So I'll see how I get on with that. Self-medicating with my weed and volcano. And I think I'm going to keep maybe a written journal of my feelings and my thoughts and considerations and what I've done. Because who knows? You know, like I said in the video, what would you do? The kind of option that they've left open to me, the medical profession that is actually not an option. I particularly want to choose, even though there's this part of me, the programmed part, which is saying, oh, but these are doctors, and oh, but they know, and oh, you know, they've got experience. No. Oh dear. No. I have other options, but I just feel that wherever God leads, wherever God guides me to place my feet, that's where I need to go, because I'm never alone. And it's so strange because I've never felt this close and this connected, and can feel the presence of God, as I perceive God to be, like this incredible energy just around me. And I can, in some senses as well, understand why women in some cultures, I do believe it was a Native American custom of when the matriarch or the oldest female or a woman felt that her time here was coming to an end. Come on, this way, girls. they would just walk off. And I think that is beautiful, really. You know, that you just give completely to the earth and to God, and journey together with the universe, nature and love. Right, so keep looking up, guys, because you're never alone. And remember to enjoy life, live it, because it's exactly why you're here. It's your experience. This is my experience. And whatever it is I'm feeling, whether that's the program side or the more aware side of me, or the little girl locked somewhere within, or the spiritual being, it is my experience, and it's okay. It's okay to be just who I am. I love you all, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Yep. Wow. You know, that must have been a huge squirrel to throw that branch down. Maybe they just wanted me to see the lovely falling leaves, because when it came down, all of the leaves went with it. Beautiful. Right. Love you all. And from Wayne Bodywood and my feet, which are now standing on a spiny thing, Honey and Abiu are over there. It's goodbye. Bye.